just picked out my classes for the next semester. And I would just like to let you know, do not stress out. Easier said than done, yes. But as I do talk about some of these things, I'd like you to know whether you have, your own job, career, anything going on, or if you are also in school, that if I do ever express any worry or any stress, I want you to know that that is something that I'm working on, not projecting does make those connections to start taking that route instead of the constant negativity. Because it's always going to associate certain behaviors you have with the same reactions, the same emotions you've been having about something. You've trained that. I've trained myself to be very negative about some things, and I don't think that we deserve that. We deserve that peace for sure. And I say peace, and that is a broad term. How vague, how opaque. But that can be whatever you think it is. For me, that peace can come from just being here and chatting. I don't need to do a lot to have that sense of rest. I feel like I have to pause to say some things. When don't I? Slow whispering has gone out the window, you guys. It's out. I have to talk. Okay. First thing, I'm sorry if you're hearing background noise and there are lots of cuts in here. I know I say that multiple times in other videos and there's literally no background sound, but this is bad. This is pretty bad. I'm stopping so many times. I'm sorry. But I also wanted to say it's honestly starting to settle with me a little bit how many of you friends watch me. It was truly just, I don't know, maybe 5 months ago, almost 6 months ago, I think 6, that I was thanking you guys for 300 subscribers. 300. And now there are so many of you that enjoy watching me, and sometimes it makes me question a little bit, should I be saying the things that I say still? Should I make myself more positive on purpose as not to drive people away with how somber and philosophical I am? But I won't change that. I won't change just speaking, just telling you how I've been. If because who cares?